students, myself Ayushi Tak. I welcome you on Anvira Education.
Now, let's start our next topic. What is our next topic? Our next topic is measurement. What is measurement? When you start a school, you wear a uniform, you go to tailor and say him to stitch your uniform. What he is doing? He is measuring your length, your waist, everything. What he used inch tape. Now we have many things to measure different object. We have scale, we have inch tapes, different things. But in old times, our forefathers what used to measure things? Our forefather used different part of their body parts. Our body parts is also used to measuring different things. First is finger. Our finger is used to measure things. The distance when all four fingers, which four fingers? 1, 2, 3 and 4. All four fingers are together with no space in between. When our four fingers are come together and here no distance between all these fingers. So it is used to measure things. This marker is 1 and 2 more. So 4, 8 and 10 fingers. Okay. Marker's length is 10 fingers. Next is hand span. What is hand span? Hand span is the distance between the tip of the smallest finger. Tip of the smallest finger. Which is our smallest finger? This is our smallest finger. And the tip of the thumb and tip of the thumb. When we spread a distance between smallest finger and thumb, this is called hand span. Distance here to here. This is a hand span distance. Now, next, it's cubit. A cubit is the distance from the elbow. This is our elbow. To top of the longest finger. Top of the longest finger. Elbow to longest finger. Which is our longest finger? Our second finger is our longest finger. From elbow to our longest finger. Just like this. This is our elbow and this is our longest finger. So distance between this is called a cubit. Just when 3 finger, hand span, cubit, all are measuring with our hands. Now, foot span and pace. We use our foot. First is foot span. Foot span is the distance from the tip of the big toe to the end of the ankle. From our big toe and from the ankle. The distance between both of these is called foot span. Next is pace. It is the distance between toes of front foot and back foot while walking. When we are walking, we use 2 foots, first foot and the last foot. Between both of these foot, distance is called pace. Now, standard thing to measure length. Is scale. We use scale to measure length of small object. This scale is to 15 centimeter, 30 centimeter, also long. Now, let's start our exercise 1.6. Question A. Now, tell. What you tell? That length of these objects. Length of these objects in centimeter. We use the scale to measure the length of these objects. The first object is a pencil. Pencil. What is length of pencil? It is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 centimeter. Next is a spoon. Spoon. What is length of this spoon? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Spoon is 8 centimeter long. Next is a color. This is how much long? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 centimeter long. Next is a knife. Length of knife is, go now, here 12. Knife is 12 centimeter long. Next is a toothbrush. Look at the length of toothbrush. It's 14 centimeter long. Toothbrush length is 14 centimeter. Now, answer of this question. Crayon. What is length of crayon? Where's crayon? Here. What is length of crayon? Length of crayon is 10 centimeter. Here 10 centimeter. Next is a spoon. Now, length of a spoon is 8 centimeter. Length of a spoon is 8 centimeter. Now, next is toothbrush. Now, tell what is length of toothbrush? Length of toothbrush is 14 centimeter. Next is a pencil. Now, tell the length of pencil. Length of pencil is 5 centimeter. Next is a knife. Now, tell me what is length of knife? Length of knife is 12 centimeter long.
Now, let's go to our next question. Question B. First, read the question. Fill in the blanks. You have to fill in the blanks. There, in this question, we find some object. You have to measure these objects with your body parts. How can we measure our body parts? I tell you. Now, first object is pencil box. At your home, you find a pencil box. You have to measure the pencil box with your fingers. These 4 fingers. And no gap between these fingers. You have to measure the pencil box with your fingers. And right here, how many fingers are a pencil box? And you also have to measure the pencil box with hand span. How to measure with hand span? This. The length between the thumb, the smallest finger. This is called a hand span. Here, 4 fingers, just like there. Here to here. The length of this is 4 fingers. Just like this, 4 fingers. And now the length of hand span. From the thumb to smallest fingers. from there to there. It's called one hand span. So you have to measure length of pencil box with your fingers and also with hand span. Now, which is our next object? Next is desk. You have a desk at your home in which you study, you sit, everything desk. You have to measure length of desk with cuboid and hand span. Cubit, what's cubit? Cubit, the length from elbow to our longest finger. To our elbow from our longest finger. From elbow to longest finger. Now measure longest finger to elbow. This is one cuboid from elbow to our longest finger. This is one cubit. And hand span, I tell you about hand span. Thumb to our smallest finger, just like this. This is one hand span. You have to measure the length of desk with cubit, elbow to longest finger, and also with hand span. Thumb to smallest finger. Now, which is our next object? Our next object is a dining table. What is use of dining table? Dining table is used to eat food, to take your meals. Now, you have to measure the length of dining table with cubit and hand span. How can we measure cubit? We measure cubit from our elbow to our longest finger. So you have to write how many cubits of your dining table. And next is hand span. Hand span like thumb to smallest finger. Now this is one hand span. Now how can we measure two hand span? This is a long line. Now this is one. Now two and three. The length of this line is 3 hand span. Just like this, you have to find out the length of dining table with your hand span and write here, and also just like cubit. Now, which is our next object? Our next object is length of classroom. Are you have a classroom at your home? No. But you have a room. Your parents' room or living room. How many rooms in your home? You have to measure the length of your room. How can we measure the length? Length with base and foot spans. Paces are the difference between our front foot toes and the back foot toes while walking. You have to find out the length of classroom with paces. How can we measure paces? We measure paces with our 2 feet. A foot is in front and second foot is in back. The gap between both of feet will be a walking. It's called paces. And the next is foot span. Our 1 foot is called foot span. Just like our one hand, it is hand span. Just like this, our 1 foot, the length of our 1 foot is foot span. Okay. you have to measure length of your room with paces and foot span. Next, length of blackboard. Length of blackboard. How can we measure the length of blackboard? Length of blackboard. We measure length of blackboard with cubits and hand span. How can we measure cubits? Cubit is from our elbow to our longest finger, and hand span, our thumb to smallest finger. This is called a hand span. Now you have to measure many more things at your home with your body parts, with fingers, hand span, cubit, foot span and paces. Now have many objects, take many objects and find the length of objects.